Hi, thank you for joining us today. I'm Mary and we have a great exercise program for you today. Before you do this or any other exercise program, you'll want to check with your doctor and he'll tell you exercises you should or shouldn't do. Also, you'll want to wear loose, comfortable clothing so when we move or bend or stretch, you're not restricted in any way. You want to work at your own pace, so if Connie and I are working a little too fast for you, feel comfortable slowing down. And if we're working too slow for you and you can safely pick up the pace, go right ahead. Also, you want to listen to your body. If you're bending or moving and your body goes, you want to listen to your body and respect what it's telling you. Also, because we're working in a chair, you want to have a nice solid chair, and because we're working in your home, you're going to want to look around and make sure you're not going to crash into anything. That would be awful. Also, you want to work consistently, so you'll join us again and again and again, I am sure, because that's the way to good health and eating well and drinking a lot of water. You also want to smile because that makes everything all right. Speaking of smiles, let's meet Connie.
Hi, I'm Connie, and I'm delighted to join Mary today for the exercise growth. And a little bit about me: I like genealogy, I love foreign languages, I get off the internet free in my email the German word of the day, the French word of the day, the Dutch word of the day, and the Italian word of the day. And after I go through them all and hear how they sound, I am so confused. Molto confusa.
Oh, much confusion. Got it. Now, do you have a garden?
My husband has a vegetable garden that is so huge, Mary. I have to give away some of the produce.
Thank heavens. We love that. We love that. Okay, well, I am very, very glad you're here. Now, today we're going to work with sticks and stones, and they might break your bones. So we're getting rid of the sticks, we're getting the stones, and we're going to rock and roll. Now, if you don't happen to have any rocks handy, what you do want is you want a big rock and a small rock. But if you don't have any big and small rocks handy, and I'm sure in your house you probably don't have rocks handy, then you can get a big can and a small can. And you can work with something big and something small that weighs a little bigger and a little less. Now, if holding onto the rocks or your cans bothers you, and sometimes it does when our hands are a little tender, then you can get a nice big old glove. And when you hold on to it, it feels so much better. And if you don't have any big old gloves, that's okay. If you have a washcloth or any type of dish towel, you could hold your rock in there, okay? Or your can. So we're going to do rocks and rolls. And the rolls we have are rolls of wrapping paper. But if you don't have a rolling wrapping paper, that is okay. If you have an umbrella or a yardstick or anything, even a curtain rod will do. So you'd like it if it was round, but if it's not round, that is a-okay. So you want to have water because we drink our water during our exercise class together, and we always want to drink a lot of water after too. Okay, so are you ready?
I'm so ready.
Okay, are you ready? Okay.
Let's go for it.
Here we go. We're going to start by just tapping our toes, nice and easy.
You can do that.
There you go. And tapping your toes, even though it seems like an exercise that's like la, 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 it's actually an excellent exercise because it starts to work on the flexibility of the ankles. And flexible ankles is very important when you are walking because you want that flexibility so you don't walk flat-footed. So now we're going to tap the heels. So we tap the heels, and again, it's working on the ankle flexibility, but now we're working on the foot flexibility also, so we don't walk flat-footed, which is okay if you're a duck.
Quack.
I like telling my duck jokes to Connie because it quacks her up every time.
It does, yes.
Okay, now let's sweep the heels out and in. Now that's really working the ankles. Heels go out and in. You've got it. That's a great job. Good job. Now bring the heels back and just rock forward and back on the toes and heels. You've got it. That's excellent. Okay, so we're going to move up the body to the knees. Our feet are flat, and now alternate heels tap forward. So we're using the joint of the knee and the strength of the quadricep. You've got it. That's excellent. We're sitting nice and tall at the edge of our chair, and we feel like $1,000,000 because our bodies love to move. And your body loves to move, and when you move your body, I'll tell you, you'll sleep much better, and you'll feel great, and you'll want to eat better. Yes. There you go. So we're working the joint of the knee and the thigh. Now we're going to work the joint of the hip because we're starting to wake up our body right from the toes to the top of the head. So we're going to lift one knee and then the other. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Okay. Are you ready? Here we go. So it doesn't have to come up very high. And we find that when we lift the leg, if we're sitting at the edge of our chair, we have to use our stomachs.
Yes, I can feel it.
Now, if you have a bad back, you can sit all the way to the back of the chair, but we're getting nice strong thighs, and when we have nice strong thighs, nice flexible hips and knees, going up and down stairs is a lot easier.
Makes it easier to step over the dog, too.
That's correct, or the cat, or in my case, I have so many stacks of books. I love reading. I have lots of books around the house.
Me too.
Yes. Okay, now we're going to relax everything here. We're going to work on the hips and go up to the hips and stomach. So our feet are flat, and we come back a little and forward a little. There you go. So we're working the hips. What you want to make sure of is when you go back, you want to make sure you don't arch your back. You want to drop the chin and come back just a little. You're going to feel your stomach go, that's far enough. Good. Very nice, very nice. And if you hold your hands like Connie, you're going to really get a stomach workout. Ah!
Yeah, my stomach's going, isn't it time for lunch?
And her stomach never lies because my stomach just agreed with her, and I'll bet yours did too. Okay, so now we worked the stomach, the back, and the hips. Now we're moving up. We're going to relax our hands down by our legs and then bring them forward nice and easy. So now we're working the shoulders, the front of the shoulders, and we're working the shoulder joint. There you go. Nice. Perfect. Now we're going to bring our arms up to shoulder height and draw the elbows back, squeezing the shoulder blades. Doesn't that feel good?
Oh, yes.
That feels so good. Like if you're watching television or reading or knitting or on the keyboard for a long time, this is a really good exercise to do. We squeeze those shoulder blades together by pulling the elbows back.
Reminds us to stand up straight or sit up straight, which is when you're on the keyboard or reading even, you kind of go like this. Not good.
Especially if you're really involved in the book.
Exactly.
Yeah. So you tend to relax your body while your mind's active. Now if you're doing this and your shoulders hurt, you can bring your elbows down a little bit. Can you feel that a little differently?
It is different.
A little differently, good. Okay, so we got all the way up to the shoulder. Now we're going down to the elbow and then the wrist because we're going to use them all. Hands down by the sides, huge smiles on your face, and we go. Thumbs to the shoulder, pinkies down. Perfect, that's excellent. And this is really good if you're taking karate because you can practice your chopping with this. That's right, so you can chop down or you can go, "Hurr." That was very good.
I have a natural talent.
You do. My friend Connie has so many natural talents. I'll tell you, exercising is only one of them. You also cook Italian, don't you?
I had to learn. My husband's Italian.
Ah!
And I'm so glad I did because it's delicious.
Okay, now we're going to keep our elbows bent, rotate the hands, palms up, and we're going to bring the fingers all the way up as close as we can, getting those wrists nice and flexible.
And strong wrists are less likely to get broken when you fall and put some pressure on them.
Absolutely right. Okay, now we're going to hold our hands flat, roll the thumbs up, fingers in and out. So this is just like the cupboard door. The cupboard door should remain closed. You want to know something really bad?
What?
Right behind all my canned salmon, you know what I have?
What?
I hide candy because I know that my husband will never go into my salmon. Isn't that so awful?
She's brilliant.
Okay, now circle those hands. Circle, 2, 3, and reverse. Other way, 2, 3. Now shake everything out, nice and tall, and we're gonna work our neck and head, looking straight ahead, ear to shoulder and center and tilt and center. It's almost like you're trying to look in between a cracked door, which of course you never would. But if you wanted to, you are now going to have the neck flexibility to do that. Now let's hold the head up nice and tall and turn the head to one side, turn to the other. Great. You're doing very well. Turn and center and turn. So when we exercise, when you do an exercise for the first time, you'll want to go only a little, and then the more flexible you become, the further the range can be. That's it. Hold it right there and shake it out one more time. Are you ready?
Let's go for it.
Let's go for it. Okay, let's grab our rocks. Ooh. So, you're going to put your heavier can or your heavier rock in this hand and the lighter can or the lighter rock in this hand. Okay? Now, if you don't have rocks or anything handy dandy, if you have Ziploc bags, you could put a little, say dried rice or a little of something in one bag.
M&Ms?
No M&Ms.
Oh.
You probably don't have any M&Ms in your house. And a lot of in the other bag. Zip it tight so you have one heavy and one light. Are you ready? Here we go. Hands down by our sides, backs of the hands nice and flat. We bring our hands to our shoulders and down. And in the beginning you don't feel the difference, but after a while you do, and you could actually close your eyes and without looking know which hand has the bigger object. Can you guess, Connie?
Yeah, Mary, I can guess.
Okay, open your eyes. Were you right?
Yeah, Mary, I was right.
See, I told you. Okay, now hold your hands right by your shoulders, nice and easy. Palms face the ears, stretch up and down. So now we're working the shoulders. We have a heavy can in one hand and a lighter can in the other. That's it. Good work. Or you're putting your sweaters up to the top shelf and then putting your t-shirts up.
We're getting the M&Ms from the top shelf.
There are no M&Ms, Connie.
Oh, I know. They're all behind your salmon.
I love that. Okay, here we go. 2 hands up. It's up and down. And you'll notice that we're not snapping our elbows. If it hurts your shoulders, you can reach slightly forward rather than directly over the head. Good job. Last one, and now we're done. Wow, could you feel that?
Yes, I could.
Yes. And so now we're going to switch. Now the heavy one goes into one hand and the lighter one goes into the other. So make sure this is a comfortable feeling for your hand. Got it? Hands all the way down. This time the thumb's going to be forward rather than the palm up and the back of the hand flat. The thumb's going to lean. So the thumb comes to the shoulder and the pinky goes down. Great job. So again, you're still working your bicep. What you're doing is working the muscle from the front of the elbow to the front of the shoulder, and that's what helps us pick up stuff like grocery bags, grandkids.
Big bags of M&Ms.
There are no M&Ms, Connie.
I know, I ate them all.
Okay, and now we hold our hands right by our shoulders, and already they're facing our ears. Single hands reach up and down. And again, if it's difficult for you to reach up and down, then bring your hand forward slightly, and that'll feel better on your shoulder. There you go. I can really tell the difference.
I can too.
With your eyes closed?
Even without my eyes closed.
That's fantastic. Our shoulders are relaxed and down, our spines are nice and tall, our bellies are in, and we feel terrific. So now we're going to do both hands up and down. Here we go. Stretching up. Wow, that's great. All the way up. All the way up without snapping the elbows. Last 2. Great job, you're done. Wow, I could really feel that. How about you?
It's amazing.
It's amazing, it's amazing. So we're gonna switch hands again, heavy one and one. Are your hands feeling okay?
They are.
Okay,
yeah.
wiggling the fingers, your hands are okay. So we fold forward slightly. So we have a nice line, ear, shoulder, hip. Right in front of our hip is our knee, and right underneath is our ankle. So we're gonna lean forward using the strength of our back. If you have a bad back, you may wanna just do one hand at a time, and that's absolutely okay. Here we go. We're gonna pull our hands right to our hips and relax. Pull right to our hips. Now as we do, our elbows scoot along our ribs and our elbows go right up to the ceiling. We pull the elbows up. And this is strengthening our upper back and the muscles that we need for good posture. Can you feel that on your upper back?
It's great.
There you go. This is called a row. So we could sing, you know, row, row, row your boat gently down the stream.
Your boat gently
merrily,
down the
merrily,
stream.
merrily, merrily, life is but a dream.
Yeah, whatever.
Very good. So you know, if you sing, it makes your exercising much more fun. Okay, let's hold our hands here, our elbows up. Let's push our rocks back and in. Now this gets the muscle on the back of the upper arm. Remember we were doing our bicep curls and curling up to our shoulders? Well, now we're pushing back and we're working the opposite muscle. That's our tricep. Beautiful.
I can feel
job.
that.
You can feel that? Mm-hmm. Excellent. Now if Connie can feel it, that's fantastic. Okay, let's relax those arms back, push them back, palms up, push up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, down. Wow.
Are you implying I'm insensitive?
Rocks. Oh, no, not me, Connie.
I'm glad.
Beautiful long spine. It's just that I'm mad at you because you took my M&Ms. Okay, here we are, belly in, back flat, and we go. Hips, calves, and as we bring the weights to the hips, our elbows don't splay out. They glide right along. Are you cheating?
No.
No? All right. Your wings weren't out, were they? No. Okay, just checking.
No, I'm perfect.
That's right. If she isn't perfect, please call. And we pull the elbows up and we rotate those shoulders and elbows back, squishing up, there you go, our shoulder blades. Now we're gonna hold our hands right up at the very, very top and straighten the arm out and bend. We don't wanna snap the elbow out, but we wanna push our rocks back. I can really feel the difference.
Absolutely.
Like I know, without looking, which hand has the bigger rock, and it's
Yes.
not because my hand is wrapped around the rock bigger.
Yes, that muscle is going, okay, now we know which hand the rock is in.
Excellent. Okay, let's hold our hands back, rotate the palms up and push. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow, that's enough for me. So let's put our rocks down, get a little bit of water. And remember, you can drink your water anytime you want.
Cheers.
Now, is your word of the day ever skål? Isn't that a cheers?
That's actually, I think, Swedish, isn't it?
Oh, could be.
I don't have Swedish word of the day yet.
Darn it. Okay, so now our hands have been wrapped around the rocks. We've worked our biceps, our triceps, and our shoulders. So what we're going to do is we're just going to let our little roller relax right here, and we're going to lift our fingers up. That's it. Because we want to ask our fingers for forgiveness. And even though we would be normally stretching our biceps and triceps and shoulders out, we're actually going to be doing that using our roller. So remember, we're using a roll of wrapping paper, but you could also use it like a broom handle. You could use a vacuum cleaner hose. Not the hose, but that.
The rod, yeah. The wand.
The wand?
I think that's what they call it.
Wand?
Because it magically cleans your floor.
Fabulous. Okay, hold your fingers up and spread them as wide as they'll go. Push the heels of your hands down into your knees. Lift your spine as tall as it will go. Great job. pull your chin in a little bit. Doesn't that feel great?
It does.
And relax. Okay, now we're going to grab our roll a little wider than shoulder and hip width apart. But we want to make sure we don't squeeze it too tightly because that could elevate our blood pressure. Okay, so the palms are down. Perfect. Shoulders are relaxed. And we simply lift it up shoulder height. Up and down. So we're working the muscles on the front of the shoulders. That's great. Now we're going to bring it up so it's a little higher, almost to the top of our head. That's it. Good job. Now we're not rocking back and forth in our chair. We're really holding the belly in. There you go. You've got it. Now let's see if we can go all the way up. Up and down. We want to make sure that our upper arms don't go beyond our ears because we don't want our backs to arch up. So we really pull the belly in. You've got it. That's it. Last time. You're done. And relax. So you can feel that in your shoulders a little bit?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Great. So we hold it down. We lift one elbow and arm up. And we relax that one down and lift the other arm and elbow. Now, when we do this, we're going to get a nice stretch on the side of the back. Can you feel that a little bit?
I can.
Yeah, because we're lifting that elbow up. Great job. And the anchor, of course, is on the outside of the opposite leg. There you go. You're doing really well. I'm glad you joined us. Now, do you have any quick recipes for like Italian cooking?
Yeah.
So what are they?
You call up the local pizzeria and you order takeout.
Your husband must love your Italian cooking. Okay, good job. And now we relax. We're going to rotate the hands now, palms up, shoulders back and down. Remember, don't grip too tightly or you could elevate your blood pressure. Also, holding like this sometimes hurts people's thumbs, so you can always bring your thumb on the underside. Okay? So there's no excuse for not doing this. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go. Up to the shoulders. Shoulders and knees. Shoulders and knees. Shoulders and knees. Now from the shoulders, we're going to go straight up to the sky. Here we go. It's up and down. Now with our palms rotated back, we can really feel it a little differently on our forearms. Can you feel it there?
Yes,
Good.
ma'am.
You're doing great. Stay nice and strong. Now we're going to combine them. Sky, shoulders, and knees. Here we go. Sky, shoulders, and knees. And shoulders and sky. Shoulders and knees. You're doing great. And you're done. Wow, could you feel that?
I could.
Okay.
Felt like a
now-
weightlifter.
A weightlifter. Slide it behind your back. Okay. Now, we're holding it with our elbows, but you could use your hands on the outside if you wanted. Whatever's good for you. Our buttocks are towards the edge of the chair, our spine's nice and long, and gently we bring our left hand forward and our right hand back, and then we come back to center and do just the opposite. Can you feel a little stretch there?
Absolutely.
Good. Slowly come back to center. Pull one hand forward, and as you do, you get a stretch on the back side. Slowly come back, so when you bring the arm forward, the other arm stretches out right on that shoulder. Then slowly we come back to center. We breathe in, long spine. Exhale, now we flat back, fold forward just a little bit. Can you feel that? So that's great for your back. And then we relax back. And then we take our roll from behind us and we put it right here, right between our legs, because we're getting ready to cool down and stretch out our upper body. So we want to relax the hands right down beside us. And we press the chest forward, stretching out those arms, stretching out those shoulders. And a little bit, we're going to work the legs. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
Okay. Let's drop our hands beside us and touch over and out. Touch over and out. Touch over. Now this is a very good exercise because it helps us learn to pick up our feet.
Right.
Sometimes we get a little, too relaxed. There you go. Good job. Over and back. Over and back. That's excellent. One more time. Let's hold it here. Now let's stretch out that leg. Place the hand on the bent knee. Breathe in and lengthen the spine. Exhale, flat back, and this hand gets to take a shooter chute ride all the way down the leg. And don't worry if you can't get down very far. That's a-okay. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, stretch down just a little bit more. Remember, your back doesn't want to take any of the pressure. You have your hand right here. Your back is getting stretched out. Good job. Slowly come all the way up. Use the hand and the thigh to push up. This hand comes up, rotating palm up. Then we pull the back of the hand back. We turn with our head and we pull the hand back more, using our eyeballs to look even further. Then we come right up to the sky and we reach over our head. Good job, lifting from the ribs. Wow, that's great. And slowly come back to center. That's a heck of a stretch, huh?
It sure is.
It sure is. So now we have to go back and do the other leg. So we straighten the leg out without snapping the knee down, and the hand is on the bent knee to support the weight of the upper body. We breathe in and lengthen the spine, and as we exhale, we fold forward from the hinge on the hip. There you go. And come down just as far as you can. Remember, it's not a competition. We're just going as far as we can comfortably. Then we breathe in, and as we exhale, we slide down just a little bit more because we're relaxing our muscles. You're doing just great. And then we push the heel of the hand into the thigh, and slowly the hand comes up. We rotate it back, and we look behind us. Then we draw the hand back and up. We turn our head and use our eyeballs. And then we stretch the hand way up to the sky. Good job, and over the body. So we're not doing like a side bend. We're lifting up and over, feeling the lift from the side of the rib from the hip. That's it. That's so good. And then slowly come back to center. We bring our shoulders up and back and down because we really worked our shoulders, especially with those rocks. And we give ourselves a great big hug, stretching out our shoulders, working the waist a little bit. Our chests are nice and high, our heads are high, and we feel terrific. Plus, you need to give yourself a hug for doing such an excellent, excellent job today. So, we're going to take a great big breath in, gathering goodness, blessings, and miracles, and fill our hearts right up. Then we shake out all our cares and worries. If you think you're going to miss them, stick them on the bottom of your chair and you can come back and get them tomorrow. Then you gather newness of hope from the earth and you fill your heart right up. Now you have too much goodness. Take all that extra goodness, share it with the world. Take a great big breath in. And as you exhale, know that all will be well. Great job. We'll see you soon.
Funding for Simsbury Community Television is provided in part by contributions from viewers like you. Thank you.